Hello, am I audible online?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I was telling that e-governance is the topic that we are going to begin today. And wherever you will find the word e, it means there is the use of ICT. ICT is basically information and communication technology. Clear? Now, when we talk about e-governance, I have told you it means the use of ICT technologies. It means that you do the governance online. It means that you digitalize all the records. Expand this for me. What is this? है? ठीक है? Single window. Transactions. Service delivery. What service delivery? For example, Seva Kendras. If you go there to make some certificate, then they give you a receipt on which you can track that whether your certificate has been signed or not. That all comes under the ambit of e-governance. Why e-governance? Why e-governance? Yes. What else? Yes, Ritika. ठीक है दोबारा Why e-governance sleepy base?
Timetable.
Ma'am, it ensures transparency.
I have told you two words. अगली बार आ करना ठीक है two words I told you you have to use it in all the public administration topics that we use accountability and transparency guys you see na we have got e-governance only to solve the problems we are talking about the year 2021 we are not into some year 2001 or 2011 now in this year even a tiny toddler of let's say 1 year knows very well how to operate the phone and use internet and watch cartoons on YouTube. Isn't it so? So what calls for such times? The use of ICT in every sector. This is not that it has been started in this year only, it has been beginning from ever since, but the problem was of internet connections available to each and everyone. Now you will see that government is also getting various programs and schemes which will also give internet to the Gram Sabhas. Why? To promote E-governance. Along with this, we also talk about some other problems. Explain its connection with example. Very easy. Very easy. We talked about it once in the initial lecture. Online?
मैम इसमें ये आ सकते हैं कि जो जैसे रूरल एरियाज है उनमें भी रीजनल डेवलपमेंट होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि जो इंटरनेट का एक्सेस है वो हर जगह इक्वल नहीं है.
ये तो आपने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया ना, मैंने एग्जांपल पूछी है आपसे. E-governance and balanced regional development. Link. Example. एक तो मैंने बताई थी. Expand. Expand Anurag. This is the scheme of the government. Support देते आगे तक है. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. You know what is one of, if you will read this act in detail na, Swachh Bharat Mission or Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, one of the very important objective is written here for the balanced regional development of India with e-governance initiatives, engaging ASHA and Anganwadi workers. You know what is the most important area on which we need to work and bring e-governance? Telemedicine. Yes, ma'am. Telemedicine. What is telemedicine? You are hearing this word for the first time? सच्ची सच्ची दोस्तों, honestly ये confidence में बैठे हो यार बड़ा सा, and डर को मैं बैठ रहे हैं. You have heard this word for the first time? Yes. Telemedicine means you are consulting doctor online. You are not going to his physical clinic or let's say hospital. Can you tell me why this is important in today's times? COVID. All of you have seen when you were in 2020, 2019's lockdown, 2020's lockdown, first lockdown, you saw all the stories, how helpline workers were so much burdened. So what is the need in these times to bring e-governance in? Telemedicine. We have it in every sector. We talk about health, education, sanitation, administrative reforms. It is everywhere.
And making payments online is also
Anything else? All of you have done this once.
and PM generally
PM?
like
ठीक है, सही है. Transferring money into the bank accounts of the farmers. और
Governance, how it is related to like governance. E-governance is like
clear? How e-governance is related to governance is basically what are you doing? What are you doing in the government? You are trying to deliver the services, and for the efficient and effective delivery of services, you are using e-governance, which not only help you to deliver but also ensures accountability and transparency. Because when everything will be recorded online, it means it can be made accessible either through RTI or through audits, which means it will keep a check on the authorities, which will ultimately reduce corruption. Am I clear to you till this point? Now all of you take out your brains and write the definition along with it, and all of you will tell me one instance where you have used this e-governance. Okay? Examples मैंने लिखवा दिए हैं, उसमें बताना. According to World Bank, कितनी लिखो? According to World Bank, e-governance refers to the use of information communication technologies by the government agencies for better delivery of service. Comma, improved interaction with businesses, comma, citizen empowerment. How citizen empowerment? Huh? Because if you are making it online, that means citizen can have the information about it, and hence they are empowered. Citizen empowerment, comma, efficient government management. Full stop. The resulting benefits are less corruption, comma, increased transparency, comma, greater convenience and cost reduction. Huh?
and cost reduction.
ठीक है, इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स बंद. ठीक है, ये किसकी डेफिनेशन है? वर्ल्ड बैंक. इट क्लियर्स एवरीथिंग. व्हाट इज ई-गवर्नेंस, who does it, why is it done, and what are the benefits? Clear? See how comprehensive definition it is, and also very simple to understand. Now you tell me one example each where you have used e-governance services. Very good. Very good. Who said this? Very good. Very good.
मैम जो भीम ऐप लॉन्च किया गवर्नमेंट ने ट्रांजैक्शंस के लिए, उसमें भी बस.
हाँ जी, सही है. प्रीत कमल, कोई एग्जांपल बताओ.
Ma'am, applying for driver license.
हाँ जी, वेरी गुड.
I'm applying for various government documents and Aadhaar card.
Both on. ऋषभ
मैम आधार कार्ड में कुछ चेंज कराना
हाँ जी हो गया हो गया हो गया ज्योति Telemedicine is not an e-governance initiative. We need to introduce e-governance in telemedicine. हाँ जी. All well today? You're fine?
मैं सोच रहा business marketing
Who said this? Very good. Make in India. Linking Indian businesses, local businesses with big markets like Walmart, Flipkart, Reliance, huh? Yes, MSME is very good.
Skill development.
Skill development.
There was an initiative.
You can say vocational education. Vocational education. Single window clearance की बताओ कोई एक. हाँ जी, you are saying something अभी.
हमें उमंग ऐप भी गवर्नमेंट ने.
हाँ, ऐसे तो बहुत सारी एप्स लॉन्च की हैं गवर्नमेंट ने. ओके.
मैप का इंडिया शुरू हो गया.
सिंगल विंडो क्लियरेंस. हाँ. I gave you an example of licenses, na?
Yes.
I told you earlier to start a business, you had to get at least more than 60 licenses made. Now it has been reduced to mere 4 or 5. How did it happen? Single window clearance process. Digitalization. Digitalization of what? Your records, your property records.
I'm like DigiLocker.
Yes, DigiLocker is good. Doing everything online, digitalizing. Very good. I was coming to this only. अब क्या होगा चंडीगढ़ में आपका चलान कहाँ पे आएगा? You cross 10 lights and in the next morning you will be rewarded with how much of amount? At least 30 to 35,000. It has happened with one person. Very soon it is going to happen with me also. The underlying idea is clear. What is e-governance? Now in e-governance, we first of all write the potential of e-governance. Potential of e-governance. First one, targeted, comma, fast, comma, efficient delivery of services. Because this is the main motive of e-governance. Fast, efficient and targeted. Why targeted? Because let's say if you are, let's take example of public distribution system. You know na public distribution system? It is for the BPL families that you provide them ration. Now let's say it is not targeted, then ultimately it is the wastage of resources on the part of the administration. If it will be targeted, then it will be more efficient. So the very word that you always have to use in public administration is not only delivery of services, but what?
Targeted.
In this system that I told you, PDS, this is a very, very good example. The case study stands this, that PDS was launched to deliver ration to BPL families, but what used to happen was corruption and black marketing here, and they were ultimately utilized by the normal kirana shops, the government's ration. So in order to correct this, the government launched targeted PDS, TPDS, which means it will target whom? Only BPL. Certain frameworks were created. Do you know blue cards?
Yes, ma'am.
नीले कार्ड कहते हैं जिन्होंने भी नीले कार्ड पढ़े हुए हैं थोड़े. They were given here. Only the person having the blue card will be given, and no BPL person will be denied to be given a blue card.
Without thumbprint.
वो अब चेंज हो गया है सारा. It has linked with Aadhaar. Yes. Either you have Aadhaar showing that you are from a particular community, or you have a blue card. It's one and same thing. You will be given the ration. Okay, I don't know how many of you know or not, but many village girls must be knowing that the government gives certain amount of ration for only girls until the age of 18 years, no matter whether you are BPL or you are non-BPL. Only for girls till the age of 18 years. I had a lot of panjiri by government. You know, ਪਿੰਡਾਂ 'ਚ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਰਕਾਰੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਮੈਡਮ ਦੇਣ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਘਰੇ ਜਾਂ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਲੈ ਜਾਓ ਆ ਕੇ. Panjiri, you understand? I don't know what do you call it in English. I don't know what do you call it in English. Panjiri ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਆਟਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਖੰਡ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਘਿਓ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਚਾਵਲ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. Clear? So it is targeted towards girls. This is targeted towards BPL families. What is important? That you are definitely delivering services, but they have to be targeted. Because ultimately, what is your goal? Judicious use of resources. If this is happening, then do you think there can be any kind of welfare state? Do not use your phone. No, na? So what is important is targeted delivery of services. Next point. It makes the public authorities more accountable and transparent. It makes the authorities more accountable and transparent, hence reduces corruption. It has expanded the reach of governance. It has expanded the reach of governance. See how again balanced regional development कैसे होगी? एक बात पहले समझ लो, इधर लिखना, दोबारा बोल दूंगी. देखो ये गवर्नेंस बैलेंस रीजनल डेवलपमेंट से कैसे लिंक्ड है. अब आपको मैंने बोला कि इंटरनेट प्रोवाइड करना है सारी ग्राम सभा में, तो इंटरनेट का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी तो होना चाहिए वहां पर. टावर्स होने चाहिए, केबल्स होनी चाहिए, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर वाली लेन्स होनी चाहिए, लोगों के पास मोबाइल्स होने चाहिए. So this also is also contributing towards what? Balanced regional development. That not only urban areas but rural areas are also developing equally. Expands the reach of governance. Expands the reach of governance by bringing in एक पेज दे यार, खाली पेज दो, पेज शुरू है शीट या कोई पुराना. कोई यूज्ड वेस्ट कुछ भी दे दो। मैं हुणे की बोलिया सीगा इस तो पहला
It has expanded reach of government.
it has expanded the reach of
It
government
expands reach of government
by bringing in the necessary infrastructure, by bringing in necessary infrastructure, for example communication, transportation, internet. Next point, it has empowered people with information. It has empowered people with information. It has improved the interface between administration and businesses.
Please repeat this point.
It has improved again. It has improved the interface between administration and businesses. How? Single window clearance. Clear? Now there are certain models in governance that we study. Okay. Write down the e-governance models in India. E-governance models in India. There are 4 models that we study under this heading, okay? They are very easy. You just simply have to write down it in your paper also, because often times this question has been asked. These are the 4 models. Here it means government. This is for 2. This 2. Let me explain you first. Government 2. Who said this? You said consumers? In public administration, there is a difference between consumer and customer also. Do not confuse between these two. You are self-explanatory. Consuming thing, buying things. You are not buying it, you are consuming it, because it is the responsibility of government. Government to consumer. Okay? Number 1 model is this. Number 2 model is government to businesses. 3rd is employees. And 4th is government to government. Write down the first one, government to consumer. This model refers to the services. This model refers to the services which are provided to the citizens. Which are provided to the citizens who are ultimately who are ultimately the consumer of the services. Who are ultimately the consumer of the services. Hence also known as government to citizens model. Hence also known as government to citizens model. Types of services provided under this model are. Types of services provided under this model are. Payment of online bills, electricity, water, telephone, etc. Payment of online bills. Online registration of applications. Online registration of applications. Online registration of land records. Online registration of land records. Online filing of complaints. Online filing of complaints. Making information online. Making information available online. Making information available online. G2C model is clear? Fairly simple. Next model is government making information online available online. Next model is G2B, that is government to business. हाँ जी, first one किया होगा. Very good. तू आता है word रट ही लिया हम लोग का जो है. First is तो पहला लिखो. This means this model refers to the services which government provides to businesses for their effective functioning. It includes single window clearance, for example of licenses, collection of taxes, payment of bills and penalties, sharing all kinds of information, rules and data. Complaints of any kind can be registered. Ultimately, you complain against a business also, no? Sometimes complaints of any kind can be registered. See how easy it is. You can add any examples on your own. No, how will you create this content when you will ultimately get into more touch with your syllabus? Number one, read newspaper and see this is happening. You can correlate things. And last but not the least, your theory. Clear? When you will read different subjects, then you will be very easily able to किसी भी चीज की example बना सकते हो आप बैठे. ठीक है? Again, it is a process. Government to employees. This model tends to increase transparency between the government and employees. This model tends to increase tends to increase transparency between the government and the employees and its employees okay. Thereby strengthening the relationship, it includes all kinds of data submission, for example attendance, salary, insurance, etc. ठीक है. Next, employees can file their dissatisfactions or complaints. Employees can file their complaints. Employees can check the working record. Last model is government to government. This model refers to all the services which are shared between the government itself. For example, this includes finance, budget, documents,
Checking on schemes they launched.
yes, schemes, etc. So the models are clear to you. Now you have to write a lot. In this topic you have to write a lot, okay? बस लिख ही जाओ. Next लिखो e-governance initiatives in India. हाँ जी बताओ कोई एक. यस अभिजीत बताओ कोई एक. That is not in all over India. We are talking about all over India. Yes.
आरोग्य सेतु, स्वच्छ भारत,
Digital India. Don't you think that every single thing that you have spoken comes under this heading? Digital India. Here you also have to understand that you should never miss out on the very important thing that you have to write in exam. My theory. अंकल पिछों कट के ले जा अद्धी है. उत्थे खड़ा होके हॉर्न मारिया है को पिछों तक भाग ले. है लिखी हॉट नहीं रहा. नहीं उन्हें मोड़ कटना है, पिछों ने मोड़ कटना है, उत्थे कोई गड्डी ला गया. वो पिछे वाला ना ऑल्टो वाला वो कहाँ पे लाया, वो नहीं हिल रहा क्रेट वाला सिरा है. अंकल क्या हुआ तुम्हारा? चलो एनीवेज डिजिटल इंडिया लिख लो. सबसे पहले डिजिटल इंडिया प्रोग्राम देखो डिजिटल इंडिया प्रोग्राम ना अम्ब्रेला प्रोग्राम है. You understand what is umbrella program? When you will do social justice also, and then also you will understand about various schemes to which we will say some are umbrella schemes, some are flagship schemes. Okay, so there is a difference between schemes also. Okay, umbrella scheme. Umbrella scheme means ये पूरा लिखना है. एक बार मैंने ये लिखा था, मैं इसको मार्क्स कर देती. Digital India is nothing else but it is a program under which falls various schemes and policies of the government. This is what is meant by an umbrella scheme. Clear? So the first scheme that comes under its umbrella is National E-Governance Plan, NEGP. National E-Governance Action Plan. Action Plan, हाँ. नेक्स्ट लिखो ई क्रांति. नहीं एक आ गई ना नेशनल एक्शन प्लान. ई क्रांति इज अनदर वन. ई क्रांति इज फास्टर डिलीवरी ऑफ ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज. ई क्रांति मीन्स you are delivering services electronically, that is online. Okay, write its explanation. Delivering services online. ठीक है, ये दो बहुत है. इन्हें में लगता है National Agriculture Market. ENAM is all about purchase and all, and also procurement. It happens under something else. Okay. E-governance initiative number 1 digital program. Second लिखो some case studies we understand here. Bhumi project of Karnataka. This was the first one. Second we understand is Bhumi project of Karnataka. Can you tell me what is क्या होगा इसके अंदर? भूमि प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर हाँ? Yes, very good. Online land registration. This was such a success that 20 million rural land records were digitalized. See the extent of its success. ठीक है, ये तो डाटा. हाँ, वे कौन सा? ई-श्रम. It was by the government itself or by the citizens or by some other agency?
And Supreme Court said, give the citizens of e-shram portal to register the data of migrants. Then after government came to vote for this.
You can write it separately. I am not aware of it. I have to check. But you can certainly add this example. But please, first of all, check what is it. Okay? इसका प्रॉपरली देख लेना कि क्या इसमें आता है. आप लिख लो, चेक कर लेना घर पे जाके. नेक्स्ट लिखो लोकवाणी प्रोजेक्ट ऑफ यूपी. Its objective was to provide single window, comma self-sustainable governance solution with regard to handle grievances, etc. You all of you have heard of this portal, mygov.in. This is what an example of G2C, because here you can access information about any of the government activity, and also you can give your suggestions that what should be done. Most of the times this portal is made open to get your views. For example, during COVID times also, this portal was made open to submit your suggestions to improve the health infrastructure. Clear? Next लिखो. कितने 4 हो गई? चौथी mygovernment.in है ना? mygovernment.in is an example of G2C. Is an example of G2C, where citizens can have access to the information. As well as suggest their ideas. एक G2B की एग्जांपल लिख लो, स्विफ्ट इनिशिएटिव. It was basically for doing ease of business. Swift initiative. Clear? Now these are the 4-5 examples. You can add n number of examples. Okay, whatever you read in the newspaper, like when you will write the answers, na, the more you will write the recent examples, the more will fetch you good marks. That is why in every mains exam that we write, we tend to read the current affairs of that year only. In every mains exam you write. Okay, so whatever initiatives or schemes that I am making you write might lose their importance when you will sit for the mains. Okay, so then what you have to do is read that very year's schemes and initiatives and write it in your paper. For example, someone here said about the vaccination certificates. They are the most recent example of e-governance. And what way forward you can say? Bring e-governance into telemedicine also. Clear? This is how you have to proceed with the subject, right? Now, write challenges in e-governance. Number 1, social challenge. It is very self-explanatory. You all will tell me. सबसे पहले social challenge बताओ. सबसे पहला social challenge क्या होगा? Very good. Who said this? Who करेगा कुछ ना कुछ? आप पता नहीं कि खा के आया है. That people are not that much literate to use ICTs. I myself refrain from using ICTs because sometimes we have health tendency and sometimes we do not have interest. Social challenge. Lack of awareness. About what? Second point. You understand this word digital divide?
Yes.
And you explain.
मैम कुछ क्लासेस का मोबाइल का कुछ क्लासेस के
Yes. Here we talk in the perspective of rural and urban areas. Okay, right? Even when you talk about rural areas, na, or bringing e-governance initiative to rural areas, you will see people themselves do not want it. That further creates what? Digital divide. Digital divide is in the context of geography, that is between the rural and the urban areas, not between the classes. Because see here, what you understand what is a class, na? Class is a sociological term which tells about the social stratification in society. When you talk about class, we have upper, middle, lower. These are the classes of society. Now, don't you think these exist in both rural and urban areas? When I myself forget about class, let's talk about gender. Cannot be generalized that men are more technology friendly as compared to women. I am saying generalizing. I am not generally discriminating it. And then it's so. I get all my work done from my guy friends because I am very hesitant to technology. Rural and urban. All these classes will exist here also, here also. Maybe there are more number of people who are not, enthusiastic enough to use technology, and here there are many. So the digital divide is between the rural and urban areas. Poverty, third point, poverty. When you are a poor person, do you give any damn about digital economy, digital India, digital land courts? Poverty, social challenge. Resistance to change.
Ma'am, lack of trust.
Lack of?
Trust.
Yes, lack of trust is also a very apt example. Resistance to change, lack of trust.
मैम वर्नाक्युलर लैंग्वेज का
हाँ. लो लिटरेसी लिख लो, लो लिटरेसी लिख लो, क्योंकि आप वर्नाक्युलर लैंग्वेज का पर्टिकुलरली पॉइंट कैसे बनाते हो? वी टॉकिंग अबाउट द चैलेंजेस इन ई-गवर्नेंस. नो,
लो लिटरेसी का उसको एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए.
हाँ, लो लिटरेसी में इसको एक्सप्लेन कर देना कि ड्यू टू लो लिटरेसी people tend to hesitate. They are hesitant towards using this technology because it is mostly available in English or either in another language and not in the vernacular languages, which creates again a more divide. इसमें आ जाएगा digital divide के लिए आपका point आ जाएगा. ठीक है? Then other challenge, second challenge, we wrote social, economic challenge. What is the economic challenge? What is the economy concerned of? No, I asked you a question. What is economy concerned of? What is the main purpose of economy? Good. Little concrete point. What is the economic challenge in India to deliver e-governance services? Clear? Cost. Bringing in e-governance technologies is a costly affair. When in a normal village do not have basic services like water, electricity, sanitation, do you think people of the villages will want e-governance or rather the basic facilities? Since it is costly, hence it puts a challenge on the part of the government to enforce it in its true spirit.
No lack of equitable distribution of resources.
Yes, lack of equitable distribution of resources. Ritika, you said this?
Yes, ma'am.
Lack of equitable distribution of resources. Next challenge is technical challenge. Technical challenge. Very important challenge. Tell me. Example बताओ इसमें क्या लिखेंगे technical challenge में? हाँ, yes. Infrastructure is weak. Privacy and security. Interoperability is low. You understand interoperability? Operating, how you operate things.
Internet server.
Yes, internet servers are down. The quality of internet provided is very low. It is still costly. Write down. Connectivity in backward areas is another problem. Connectivity. Inefficient and slow internet. Privacy and security. Yesterday, I told you that you have to write about the recommendations of second ARC to improve social audit. Or how you can improve social audit. How many of you have done this work? What is your name? You have not done this work. You came to yesterday's class. Why didn't you do it? This means you have not revised your notes. Who all have done it? 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. No, Sandeep? Not answer. I told you when I finished social audit also. I said I have told you the problems. Now you will tomorrow tell me what is the solutions or way forward. Did I not say this? Were you there in yesterday's class? Sandeep, you are not revising. Yesterday also I told you. You gave a very wrong answer. Yesterday also. Ajui, when in the class I asked you, Secretary of State was in which act, you were not able to give it the correct answer. What is my point of teaching you so due and diligently if you are not doing your input? This is not you are going to remember things over a period of 1 year. If you will do your today's work today itself, you are more likely to remember it for the next 2-3 months at least. You will go and revise your notes and ask me your doubts if you have any. Anji, please speak. What do you have written?
An important presentation on structural nutrient sector which is seeking mandate to ensure that social audit can be conducted.
Yes, she is saying that when you conduct social audit, the audit which is conducted by certain agency, it should be independent. When it will be independent, then the chances of discrepancies are very low. You cannot, do favoritism there. Clear? Next point. Those who have not written in your notebooks, why are you not writing it now? At least someone has done your homework and you are so ferocious to sit idle faces in front of me. What did I say? की गया मैं? Key point दस्या मैं होनी?
Independent होना चाहिए.
Yes. Please put in the extra hard work. I am not here to teach you 100% things. You will make it 100% on your own. Not only by completing your notes, but also by having understanding of the topic. Next point.
Citizen need to be participate in the audit.
Yes, active citizen participation is required. Next.
The feedback should be properly recorded.
Yes, the feedback should be recorded properly, and also the agency need to accommodate that feedback. What I am doing you right now is giving you feedback that you're not revising it. What is your responsibility now to accommodate that feedback in your preparation? And what is that feedback accommodation? That you have to go and revise. Clear? Next.
Campaigns by citizens to strengthen the social audit.
Campaign by citizens to strengthen social audit. Next.
Social audit can be made better if they get a push from multiple authorities to establish an institutionalized framework, which cannot be denied by any vested interest.
Legalize social audit. Not a simple point. Legalize social audit. Done? Anji. Do you have anything different point than her? Tanu? Dipanshu? Same? पांच पॉइंट हो गए? पांच तो एटलीस्ट आपको लिखने हैं. आपको एक्चुअल एग्जाम में भी 5 पॉइंट तो लिखने ही लिखने हैं. ठीक है, लिखना कम है पर लिखना किस फॉर्मेट में है? पॉइंट फॉर्मेट में लिखना है. जितने ज्यादा पॉइंट्स बनाओगे, व्हाट डज इट शो? दैट यू हैव अ डीपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द टॉपिक. आपको पता है अगर आप इतने सारे पेज में इतने पॉइंट्स की इतनी लाइन की लिख दोगे ना, देन आल्सो योर आंसर इज going to get evaluated by good marks. You do not need to write paragraphs in your answers. ये PCS में फॉलो होती है स्ट्रेटजी, नॉट इन UPS. Clear? Now also I will tell you a shortcut, or I will tell you how can you fetch good marks in governances. In any topic that we are doing na, right, according to second ARC, following should be done. Following are the recommendations, following are the solutions. क्योंकि second ARC ने almost everything about governance they have discussed in detail and have provided its solutions. Clear? So in governance answers, what should always be in your answers is according to, it will fetch you very good marks. Clear? So now we will bring in second ARC again and write the solutions about. You have nice presence of mind. Write down recommendations by second ARC to improve e-governance in India. Number 1. Capacity building and creating awareness. Capacity building and creating awareness. Capacity building and creating awareness.
Yes, madam.
Second problem की लिखवाई सी. Second problem digital divide ना. Capacity building की आ गई है. मैं एक्चुअल सेकंड ईयर से भी देख दी बिकॉज़ वो थोड़ी टेक्निकल होंगी है. ठीक है, वो ही लिखवानी है. कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग एंड क्रिएटिंग अवेयरनेस पक्का होगा. यू अंडरस्टैंड कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग. You already know what to do, but I am empowering you by telling you this is what you need to do and this is you can leave out. That means you are building the capacity of the people, right? Yes, it is there. The number one is building a supportive environment. Supportive environment लिख लो. Building a supportive environment by incentivizing e-governance. By incentivizing e-governance, comma, public-private partnership. You understand public-private partnership now? See, I told you the infrastructure is costly. So what here can we do is bring in the private agencies. We have done PPP in building roads. It has been very successful in making roads under various models that we followed. This time was hybrid annuity model. Okay, bring in PPP, public-private partnership, comma, protect critical environment, protect critical information infrastructure.
And next point.
उसके कॉमन लगा के ये साथ में critical information infrastructure. Next point is create an effective framework for privacy and security of the users. Create an effective framework. Create an effective framework for the privacy and security of the users. Clear? Good. E-governance is clear to you? Yes. So now we also finish one of our syllabus's topics, right? All of you have done your answers. You can get it checked. जिसने भी लिखे.
मैम मैम जो सोशल ऑडिट है वो लोग कंडक्ट करवाएंगे उसके.
हाँ जी, local the citizens.
मैम तो उसमें एक लाइन आपने लिखवाई थी कि कंपेरेबल होना चाहिए बिटवीन वेरियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, उसका क्या मतलब हुआ?
Comparative. See, I told you, I gave you an example. When I told you कि example, देखो मैंने ये कल भी आपको एक बात बताई थी कि सोशल ऑडिट की जो प्रोविजन है वो अभी तक किसमें इंट्रोड्यूस की गई है? 73rd and 74th Amendment Acts पे, which talks about urban local bodies and Panchayati Raj institutions. But why we studied under governance is only because of the reason it should be brought into each and every organization. When I talk about the comparison thing, that I have said you that there should be comparison amongst various organizations to conduct social audit. This is the relevance here. It is not mandatory when we talk about implementing it in government. We have only made it mandatory to be implemented in 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts.
Okay, thank you.
Did I not tell you this yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool.